Belgium's golden generation might have just played its last World Cup game 2-1 to Spain, and it ended in the cruelest way possible, a goalkeeping error in the 88th minute. Mikel Merino pounced, and just like that, Belgium's World Cup was over. Spain move on to face France. Here's exactly how it went down. Spain controlled this game from the first whistle, but Belgium refused to fold. Fabian Ruiz put Spain ahead in the 30th minute. It capped a slick move through Cubarsí, Porro, and Yamal. Dani Olmo's effort was saved, and Ruiz mopped up the rebound. Belgium answered 11 minutes later. Timothy Castagne whipped in a cross from the right, and Charles de Ketelaere rose above everyone to head it home. 1-1 at the break, but the numbers told a completely different story. Spain were dominating the ball, camped in Belgium's half. For long stretches, completing well over 500 passes before halftime alone, Lamine Yamal kept probing with his trademark inside runs, forcing routine saves out of Thibaut Courtois. The second half brought more of the same. Spain pushed, probed, and knocked on the door again and again. Belgium kept absorbing it wave after wave, leaning on their aerial strength and a mountain of clearances. Substitute Joaquin Saiz and Jeremy Doku combined to shut down Yamal's side of the pitch for long stretches. Belgium's goalkeeping situation was already fragile since Lammens had barely featured for his country before this tournament. Then, in the 88th minute, everything changed. This match turned on one single moment, and it started with an injury. Thibaut Courtois is Belgium's captain and one of the finest goalkeepers alive. He went down with a leg problem in the 71st minute. On came Senne Lammens, 24 years old, making his World Cup debut. Just his third appearance for Belgium, full stop. 17 minutes later, Pau Cubarsí let fly from distance. Nothing spectacular, just a low-driven effort. From well outside the box, Lammens could not hold on to it. The ball spilled straight into the path of Mikel Merino, who had been on the pitch for barely 2 minutes. Merino did not need a second invitation. He smashed it home first time. Was it purely Lammens' fault? Belgium defender Brandon Michele did not think so. He called it a learning moment and admitted the back line should have covered the rebound. Courtois himself gave his understudy a hug after the final whistle, insisting Lammens would only get stronger from it. But in a World Cup quarterfinal, one bounce is all it takes. Merino has now scored the winner in back-to-back knockout games, first against Portugal, now Belgium. He called it surreal. Honestly, that word is becoming the theme of this entire Spanish run. 2 knockout games, 2 goals from the bench, both arriving when the clock was almost out. How many teams get that lucky twice in a row? Spain would tell you it is not luck at all. It is preparation meeting opportunity. FIFA handed the official player of the match trophy to Lamine Yamal, and it is easy to see why. The teenager was a constant menace all night, forcing Belgium to detail extra bodies just to contain him. 6 shots, 2 key chances created, 27 ball carries forward. Jeremy Doku had to track back and help defend just to keep him quiet. But here's the debate nobody can avoid. Independent match ratings actually had Courtois as the standout performer of the entire 90 minutes, even in defeat. 4 saves and roughly half a goal effectively prevented. A man who kept Belgium in this game almost single-handedly, right up until his body gave out. Charles de Ketelaere also had a genuine case. His header was the difference between a routine win and a real contest. Rodri was quietly brilliant too, completing nearly every pass and running the tempo from deep. And then there is Merino. 2 minutes on the pitch, 1 goal, 1 semi-final booked. So who actually won Spain this game? Yamal dragged Belgium out of shape all night. Courtois nearly stopped it happening anyway. Merino finished the job neither of them could fully control. That is a very Spain way to win a knockout match. Spread the workload, share the credit, get the results. Spain are into their 3rd World Cup semi-final, and this one feels different from the rest. Spain won it all back in 2010. Then came a group stage exit in 2014 and last 16 defeats in both 2018 and 2022. Now they are back among the final 4 for only the 3rd time ever, and they already know exactly who is waiting: France on the 14th of July in Dallas for a place in the final. Spain's coach, Luis de la Fuente, already sounds confident about the task. Merino himself pointed out that Spain Spain are the only side to have beaten France twice recently. For Belgium, the questions are far heavier. Kevin De Bruyne is 35, Courtois is 34, Lukaku is 33. This golden generation may have just played its final World Cup match together. There is no shame in how they leave, just a nagging sense that the clock has finally run out on a special group of players. Whether they get another crack at it as a unit is now genuinely in doubt. For Spain, meanwhile, the mood is entirely different. This squad clearly believes this is the one that finishes the job. If you predicted this result, comment below. Subscribe so you don't miss our next prediction. Next up, we break down exactly how Spain could beat France. We'll also ask whether this Belgium exit closes the book on their golden generation. That video is coming next. Stay close for it.